Hi everyone. Today, we're going to talk about sow farrowing crates, which are a common tool used in modern pig farming. A farrowing crate is a specially designed pen that keeps the sow confined during the farrowing process. The crate is just big enough for the sow to lie down comfortably, but it prevents her from moving around too much. This is done to protect the piglets from being accidentally crushed by the sow. The sow will give birth to her piglets in the farrowing crate, and she'll stay there with them for a few weeks while they nurse and grow. The piglets will nurse from their mother's milk, and they'll stay warm and protected under her body. Farmers will often check on the sow to make sure she's healthy and comfortable. They may also provide her with extra feed and water to help her stay nourished. Some people criticize the use of farrowing crates because they prevent the sow from moving around freely. However, many farmers argue that it's necessary to use these crates to protect the piglets. Eventually, the piglets will grow and become more active. They'll start to play with each other and explore their surroundings. At this point, the sow will be weaned from her piglets and moved to a separate area. While farrowing crates have been a topic of controversy, it's important to note that many farmers use them because they believe it is the safest way to care for the sow and her piglets. It's also worth mentioning that there are various types of farrowing crates available, and some have been designed to give the sow more space to move around and stretch her legs. Farmers who use farrowing crates often have a strong bond with their animals and take great care to ensure they are well fed, healthy, and comfortable. They'll interact with the sow and her piglets, checking on their well-being and providing any necessary care. In recent years, some farmers have transitioned to group housing systems, which allow the sow to move around more freely and interact with other sows. These systems have become increasingly popular in some countries, such as Europe, but they do come with their own set of challenges. Ultimately, the choice of whether or not to use farrowing crates is up to each individual farmer. While some prefer to use them, others choose different methods, regardless of the method used. The goal is always to provide the best possible care for the sow and her piglets. It's also important to note that the use of farrowing crates is regulated in many countries to ensure the welfare of the animals. For example, in the United States, the Animal Welfare Act sets standards for the housing and care of farm animals, including sows in farrowing crates. When the piglets are weaned, the sow is released from the farrowing crate and moved to a different area. She'll have time to rest and recover before the next breeding cycle. Some farmers may choose to allow the sow and her piglets to graze in a pasture after they are weaned. This allows them to explore and forage for food, which is beneficial for their health and well-being. However, some farmers may choose to raise their piglets indoors, in a controlled environment, to protect them from predators and harsh weather conditions. In these cases, the piglets will have access to food and water, as well as a warm and comfortable space to sleep. While the use of farrowing crates has been a topic of debate, they remain a common tool used in modern pig farming. Farmers who use farrowing crates do so with the intention of protecting the sow and her piglets and ensuring their welfare. Watching piglets grow and play is a joyful experience, and it's important to remember that farmers who use farrowing crates do so to give these animals the best care possible. Before we wrap up, we'd like to remind our viewers that there are many factors to consider when it comes to animal welfare, and it's important to have open and honest conversations about them. Farmers, industry professionals, and animal welfare advocates alike are constantly working to improve the lives of farm animals. And while there may be disagreements on the best methods, we can all agree that we want the best possible care for the animals we rely on for food. Whether it's through the use of farrowing crates or alternative methods, farmers are committed to providing their animals with safe, comfortable, and healthy living conditions. We want to emphasize that as consumers, we have the power to make a difference by choosing to support responsible and sustainable farming practices. By purchasing meat products from farmers who prioritize animal welfare, we are helping to create a better future for animals and for ourselves. Before we go, we'd like to address a common misconception about farrowing crates. Some people believe that the use of farrowing crates is solely for the benefit of the farmers, but this is not true. In fact, the use of farrowing crates helps to protect both the sow and her piglets. By confining the sow to a small space, the risk of the piglets being crushed or injured is greatly reduced, and by providing a safe and clean environment for the piglets to nurse and grow, their chances of survival and overall health are greatly improved. It's important to remember that farmers who use farrowing crates are not doing so to be cruel or inhumane. They are using a tool that has been proven to be effective in ensuring the welfare of their animals. Lastly, we want to remind our viewers that educating ourselves and others on the topic of animal welfare is crucial in making informed decisions about the food we eat and the products we buy. We encourage our viewers to read books, articles, and watch documentaries on the topic of animal welfare and sustainable agriculture. This can help us better understand the complexities of the industry and the various methods used to ensure the welfare of animals. We encourage our viewers to continue learning and engaging in conversations about these important topics. Thank you again for watching and for being a part of this important conversation. We hope you feel empowered to make a positive impact in your own life and in the world around you.